Howdy ho, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So this video I'm gonna talk along with what I think is to me was the most important Rickson Gracie video I've ever seen. So this is from a workshop in Tokyo, 2018. So Rickson, in my opinion, if you're going to listen to anyone about Jiu-Jitsu, he's the guy. So look him up if you don't know who it is. Rickson Gracie. It's Rickson. If you're not familiar with the way that Portuguese is pronounced. So Rickson. Here we go. We'll get to the. There we go. There's both cameras. Let's get to it. So I have it up at 1.5. We'll do 1.25 speed. Yeah. So here we go. What he's going to talk about bass, and I'll probably just do bass for now. But so I do this in my intro class that I teach people. So this is the first thing, one of the first things I show people, everyone that comes to the intro class, because I think this is crazy. He even says later on that this guy is a purple belt and he's never been introduced to this concept of bass, which in Rickson's opinion, this is his workshop. This is the first thing he's covering. The only thing I can think of that he talks about more than this is breathing, but that's a different video. So I think that's maybe more important because obviously air you can't really. Anyway, here we go.
But Jiu-Jitsu is not done. It's not realizing when I have his side and I have my side. The idea of Jiu-Jitsu is to make him feel stronger with an invisible power against a bigger opponent. So I'm not too big, but I'm bigger than him. So now, don't let me touch your face. Don't let me touch your face. So even though his hands are up there, he's not able to hold. Tell him to try to avoid. He's still no good. What's your name? Kento. Okay, so Kento-san, keep your hands here. Look my feet. I will change the weight distribution to the toes. Yes.
So that's what's happening is if you don't have your weight, so when you come up on your toes like that, maybe not on your toes, but on the balls of your feet, you can see where his feet were. First of all, footwork, if you're trying to create power, if you're not connected to the ground, you can't create any power at all, because what are you pushing against? If you were just floating free in space, you'd be just, you can't do anything. So you need to connect to something, either somebody else or the ground or both. Usually the ground first, though. So anytime you're trying to figure something out, it starts with whatever is touching the ground. Everything is from there. So he's freeing his feet, his heels. He's freeing his heels. I tell people to free the heels and just kind of get some free hips going here, because what's happening is whenever you're on the balls of your feet like that, all of your muscles have to engage all the way up through everything. And whenever Rickson is about to try to push him, this man is using all of his muscles, all of his back and everything, because especially when you bring your elbows in, you always want to have your elbows in. Thanks, Jordan teaches Jiu-Jitsu. Elbows in. So when your elbows are in, you can feel how you're reducing leverage and making yourself stronger. So if your elbows start to get extended, you're creating leverage. So you want to reduce that as much as possible. So you get here and you're on the balls of your feet, and then it's almost impossible because you're using your whole body. All your muscles are working together because you're elastic kind of. So here, let's continue.
Yes. Don't let me do it. Yes. Feel different. The shift of the weight. Look at me. Don't fall. Don't fall. Yes. Don't fall. You have balance. You have invisible power based in the position. It's not strength anymore. Yes. Yes. Don't let me push. Yes. Put your hand here. Don't let me push. Don't walk. No, it's not like it. Not here. Okay? Yeah. Over here. No good. Better. Look at me. Better. You feel different.
違いは分かりますか？
Good. Because what happened now
何が変わったかというと、
is you not only have your hands,
手はやってはなくて、
you have the whole body. Don't let me
体全体がコネクションしています。
It's a different structure which gives him an invisible power.
体勢が違うだけで、こういう見えない力が存在できます。変わってきます。
Completely different person.
もう全然違う別人なんです。これだけで。
So,
Completely different person now. That's I mean, as soon as you show someone exactly what it's supposed to feel like, they become a completely different person because you don't realize you can just, basically just lean into something. As long as you're using all your muscles at the same time, they can take quite a bit of a load. And if you know to reduce your leverage by coming in and really getting small is strong. Small is always strong. So let's continue.
Please look at the second.
I love that the translator just says base every time.
the point is,
大事なところは、ベースをください。
wait, no good.
これ良くないです。
Yes. Don't let him do it.
あ、それだけでことです。
Good. If you hear, you have nothing. Would you hear? Yes. Wait, relax. Base. Good. His leg is too low.
足がちょっと低いですね。ちょっと低いです。
Base again.
もう一回です。
Good. Not like this.
しゃがむんじゃなくて、
You have to have your own height.
角度をキープしたまま。
Not too high,
軽
not
く
too
伸ば
low.
して、軽く伸ばして。
Feels different?
違いわかりますか？
Good. So, if you get an egg
例えば卵を
and put the egg in the right position, you cannot break it.
中に潰そうと思えば潰せないんです。
I don't want to make him feel like he's fighting me,
私と戦うんではなくて、
but I want to make him feel comfortable.
心地よい体操です。
Better.
So that one phrase for some reason stuck with me big time. He just said he shouldn't feel like he's fighting me. Or let us roll it back for a second.
Not too comfortable. I don't want to make him feel like he's fighting me.
I don't want to make him feel like he's fighting me. That's perfect. So I think there's an idea of not setting off the alarm, because when you set off the alarm in someone's mind, they react strongly, and you might want that. But the whole time you're in contact with somebody else, he just said he shouldn't feel like the person who's fought everybody and won. Just said if you're doing jiu-jitsu right, he shouldn't feel like you're fighting. So that's not you heard it right there. I'll say it again. I'll play it again.
I don't want to make him feel like he's fighting me,
私と戦うんではなくて、
but I want to make him feel comfortable.
心地よい体操です。
Better. Not too low. Yes.
少ないです。
Yes. So, by practicing just base,
例えばベース一つを練習するだけで、
he go back home. Oh, I have good base, and the same base make him live life differently.
このベースを持つだけでもう全然生活が変わると思います。
Yes, I can block. Yes, I have base.
止めることもできる。
Yes. You start to by drilling. Not a fight. This is not a fight.
これファイトの話じゃなくて、
But this is a way for him to understand his invisible power.
この見えないちょっとした見えない力が存在する、ちょっと変えるだけで存在するというのが分かっていただければいいです。
Because for every position in the book,
どの体勢でも抵抗してください。抵抗してください。どの体勢でも
all the positions
全ての体勢に
he's supposed to have a defensive technical way to deal with.
さっきと同じようなリアクションが取らなきゃいけないです。
And without the self-defense programs and knowledge, you're just comfortable in jiu-jitsu when you entangle in the guard position, which has nothing to do with real fight.
なので、真実のこういった基本的な発想がわからないと、本当の喧嘩に近いような状況で、
Not saying that you shouldn't know what leg locks are or how to defend them, but
ルールがないところで対峙することはやっぱり難しい。
And to know that knowledge, you don't have to be a competitor.
で、それを知るために、こういった知識を知るためには別に競技者じゃなくてもいいんです。
This can be very helpful if you have a daughter, if you have a sister, if you have because self-defense is something to add power of invisible strength within. The fun we have on the mat is just fun. But in order for you to relate self-defense, to relate jiu-jitsu to life, you have to have the self-awareness of a lot of things. One of them is you have to be sure you have the best base you can have.
yeah, I think that would, as I said, that when I first saw that, it blew my mind in several different ways. There's more to that video, so check it out. It's on YouTube. Just check it out. I'll put the link in the description. If you want to do jiu-jitsu well, I recommend watching this. It's also in the Way of Living Water playlist, which you should check out on the channel. So, yeah, I don't think I can say any more. Just watch that whole thing, rewatch it, see what he's doing, and if you understand this concept of base, like he said, this is like a fundamental aspect of this, because this is one of the reasons why if you come to the gym and we roll together, like sometimes people say it's like it feels like I'm doing something that's strong. It's just because I'm in the right position at that particular moment. There's like good base is available, in my opinion, in every possible configuration. You just have to understand where your weight needs to be leaned or whatever. So think about this. Leave me some comments down below if you like the video. If there's anything you want to talk about or see, I'll try to make more videos here in the future. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. And don't forget, come down and train. It's real.